G'day everyone, Len the Crafty Cranker here. I'm just going to show today, I'm just casting off a make of a somebunny. And today is Tuesday, February the 11th. And I'm just working on a somebunny. So I pretty well got it all almost cast off. But I'm using my Central 48. And with this here, this was the gray that I used. Here, the Karen, it was the Karen Gray Heather, the 408. Now, if you can see that there, and focus in, there it is, and it's the 4 medium, Simply Soft tweed in the yarn inspirations, and that's the yarn I used for this one. And I went 80 rounds there, if you can see it. I went 80 rounds, if you can see my counter there on my loose, on my third, the loose tension. So I'm going to finish casting this off. I apologize for the other day, you couldn't really see what I was doing because my arm was in the way, so I just switched it around here. So maybe now you can see what I'm going to be doing. So I'm pretty well finished casting this off. I'm just grabbing my yarn through, pulling it through. Making sure I catch every one. There, yeah. So, yeah. I've just been, went out today for a walk. Today, my wife and I went mall walking, getting some steps in. And yeah, so I'll finish this off. I'm just going to partially make a somebunny, but I went 80 rounds with this. And I'm going to fix it up a little bit, maybe do the head for you, and maybe put an ear on. There, I have some here I've already made. When I'm done getting this off, I'll show you the other ones that I've finished off. So I'm going to grab my yarn here. There we go. I finished that off. I'm going to pull this through my yarn. There. So I'm going to double this. I'm going to move this out of the way, my Central 48. There, I'm going to set that down there. And I'm just going to stretch this out, like so. There we go. And so now, I'm going to pull this in. It's just, actually what you're doing is, it's just like making a hat. And this hat I made the other day, it can be a somebunny. So if you've made a hat, like a beanie, all you have to do is stuff it and make the arms. So it's just like making a hat. So any hats or beanies you have sitting around without pom-poms, you can just make somebunnies with them, or some buddies. So I'm going to pull my thread through here, just tighten that up, like so. Pull it through. There we go. Tighten that up like that. And I'm going to grab my thread here. Run it through there. I'm going to pull it. Pull it in like that there. Work it in. There. Just like making a hat. As simple as that. Yeah. So, yeah, this is the Gray Heather, and it's pretty soft yarn. So, there. There's the beginning of a somebunny. Gonna tighten these up. There, like that. And there's And that was 80 rounds. So you can make it bigger if you like. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to tie these together like so. Like if you want it bigger, that's fine. I'm just going to go like this here, like that. And I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to turn it inside out. Yeah, because I'm going to stuff this. I run out of waste yarn, so I'm going to have to use polyfill. So there we go. So there we go. And just stretch it out a bit more if you like. If you want your bunny bigger, just go more rounds. There. I'm going to turn this inside out. There, that's just like making a hat. So anyways, I'm going to grab my yarn. I have a piece of yarn here. I'm going to thread it. Like so. I'll just thread this up. There. There. So for the head, if you want to grab your ruler, and you can measure it out to see how long it is, and that's about 9 inches long there. So if you want to go down for the head, maybe 3 inches down to here, you can grab your thread there, run it through there, and that's that there. So I'm going to go all the way around. And run my thread through. Yeah, nope, not much going on. We're just, we got a big snowstorm coming in the next day or so. About 30 to 40 centimeters of snow coming. Yeah. So I'm making the head right now, and I'm going to stuff it. Yeah, I've been watching a few there this morning. There, Kim from Creations. There, Kim. And she was just asking how many rounds she wanted to do for making us some money. So anyways, yeah, I went 80 rounds, and it's doubled. I'll just continue on here, running my yarn through. And I have my Addy here with an ear that I've already got started. I just got to cast it off there. And I hope everybody can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna watch the replay. I went to make one there yesterday, and it didn't take. I went to pause it, and it didn't start back up again for me. So I have to start over again. Once I get this going, I'll show you some of my other ones that I've made. That I have them started, and so yeah. Trying to get it to line up here, which is all right. If you don't get it completely lined up, it's fine. It'll still work out the same. So I just about got this part done. There we go. So anyways, there. Just going to pull that a bit. There we go. I'm going to grab my grab some polyfill. Like I say, I ran out of waste yarn. So I got some polyfill here. I'm going to shape the head a bit. Stuff it in there. Yeah, this is good yarn to be using if you... Here, I put a little too much in there. There. Stretch it out a bit. Kind of tie this a bit for now. See how it looks. There, I won't tighten it too much. So there we go. There's the head. You can just kind of fool around with it a bit, like that. And there. There's that part done. Put this back in here for now. And yeah. So there we go. Like if you want to make it bigger, that's fine. Depends how big you want your bunnies to be. There. I'm just going to tighten this up a little bit. Tie a knot. There. There we go. Like I say, if you want to do it bigger, that's fine. But to me, that's a fairly big bunny once you get it done. So there's the head done. Right there. So I got some other makes here that I have that I'm going to show you. Now this is the guy I made. These ones were done on my 22. And I did the ears, and that they were 12 rounds for the ears, and I just shaped the ears. So what I did was, with the ears, I just run my needle with the thread, and I went all the way around on the top part. Just run it through your top stitches all the way around, and then that's how you form your ear. And these were 12 rounds. These were 12 rounds with the ears on this guy. And the nose, I just made the nose, and it was 8 rounds. And I just formed the nose for him. And I did that guy right there. And he was done on the Addy 22. So that was one guy I had got finished, not completely finished, but I'm gonna work on him and get him done up. And I have my Baby Yoda right here. And I've done 2 or 3 other ones here. I got one here I made right here. There he is, the Baby Yoda. There, I put arms on him. And these ones were just 70 rounds. And if you can see how I measured, he's only about 7 inches long. And he was 70 rounds. And the ears they were 12 rounds. And I sat and I went around and firmed up the ears a bit, and I just sewed them on. There, the Baby Yoda. Like there he is. And so yeah, I have another somebunny here, this one here, and another one on my Addy 22. And the ears were the same. I just pinched up top and I run my thread along the top part up here and down and shaped the ears. That's how I did it with the ears. And these were 12 rounds for the ears. And this here is just a scrunchie that I picked up at a dollar store. And yeah, so anyways, there's the other some bunny I did. And this was done on the red heart. That bunny I just showed you. It was done on the red heart, Super Saver stripes. And it's 4 medium. There we go, the flamenco stripe. Now this yarn works pretty good on the Addy, but it doesn't work that great on the Central. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it on the Central because it'll fall apart on you. You'll hit and miss, and it won't catch every time you go to do a round. So, and that's what this one was done. It was the green on the red heart too. So these are great for the Addy 22. And and this one here was 80 rounds for the body, right there, and it's doubled. You can see that I doubled it. All these are doubled, and all these are 8 to 9 inches long. If you can see, I measure from head to the bottom. And that's all. With the 80 rounds, you get about 8 inches from head to toe. That's not including the ears; they're a bit different. Here's another one I did. It was done on a 4 weight, and that's all one yarn. That's just the way it worked up. Right there. There's another one I finished up right there. And here's another one. There. And it was done on this yarn here. The one I just showed you, the red heart. Right there. On this red heart yarn here. I picked this up at a second-hand store, this yarn. That's the yarn there. I just caked that up. And if you're curious about the hats, that was just 45 rounds for that little hat there. It's just like a hat for these dolls. And that was done on this red heart, the Inspirations, the Karen Inspirations Simply Soft. It was just the black sparkle for the hat, right there. And that was that right there. That was done. And I got one more here. There's another one. There. That was just the white sparkle Karen Simply Soft for the hat, and it was 45 rounds. 45 rounds for the hats with the rim. Works up great. And the black sparkle, and then the pink. So, yeah, I made up all these here in the last little while. Yeah, and this was the green that I had for my Yoda, baby Yoda. There, and I was gonna do one for socks because I made up a sock here on my 22, and I just did the cuff there on the machine, and I have a pair on that I'm wearing that I made. So anyways, there we go. So I have the ear here. I'm gonna just move that out of the way. I'm gonna cut that off and hide that yarn. So anyways, I have an ear here. I'm just gonna move this out of the way that I've already started. I'm gonna just bring this up here. And this is my 22. And I already have it cast on. I'm going to take it off. And this is the ear for the bunny. So I've finished it. I'm just going to take it off. And it was and it was 40 rounds. If you can see the 40 rounds there. So I'm going to cast this off, and I'm going to make the ear. I'm going to make sure that I play this first, that you can see exactly what I've been doing. Now, the ears, I usually just do 40 rounds. If you want to do the ears that long, or you want to make them longer, you can make them longer. But this is the ears and the legs and that I do on the Yaddy. Yeah, anytime I'm making anything for the dolls or Izzy dolls or for the buddies or bunnies, I always do them on this one here. Oh. Yeah. Well, other than that, we've just been watching some podcasts and just working away. Retirements, just really not much. Just relaxing. Going to the cabin this year. We booked the cabin for a couple of months this year. Yeah, we missed out last year, so we got it this year. Gonna take it for a couple of months. Yeah, I think I missed one back here, but that's okay. I'll get them. There we go. Pull that out. I kind of messed up on this here a little bit, but I'll fix it up. Here. Here, I messed up on the ear. You see that? I dropped a couple of stitches taking it off. So I'm going to have to make another ear. So anyways, I'm going to put you on pause for a minute and I'll be back. There we go, I'm back. I'm just restarted my my ear again there, and just going to go about 40 rounds here and try and take it off again without messing up. Yeah, it happens sometimes. You just it'll come off on its own, which is my mistake. I should know better. Should have been able to take it off proper. Sometimes when you're taking it off, it'll drop one off on you if you're not careful. So yeah, there I have a couple of attachments that I use for this Addy. There I have this here. It's for the tension. Here you can put on your Addy. You can just slip it in here like so, like that, and you can run your yarn through here. It's for the tension, and I have a couple of those that I bought at Amazon, and they work pretty good if you want to make your tension tighter. These are good, and these have like the tube and the panel. So for the panel, if you want to just work your the panel, just go back and forth instead of all the way around. I have these stoppers that you can put on your Addy, and it helps when you're going back and forth with your with the panel stitch instead of the tube. And these are these work pretty good too. I've used these a couple of times. So they're just extra pieces that I bought for the Addy. So yeah, and I have the legs for these. If you want to attach them, to your table to stop your, you can wrap them around your leg here like this here to hold your Addy from moving around on you. I don't use it because I can just hold it here and just wind, and it's all right. It doesn't move around too much. Yeah. So yeah, just put stuff here. There, I just hold that down there so it doesn't. There we go. If you want to, you can stick one of your dolls in there like that. There we go, and that holds the yarn down, and then stops it from curling up on you. There. There, I'm just about 40 rounds in here now. A couple more to go, and I'll take this off and do the ear. 35. 38. 39. 40. So I'm going to cut this here. Yeah, I'm just going to wrap this around here like that. But make sure it's long enough. I'm going to cut it about here. There we go. Grab my needle. Here. Yeah. There we go. So make sure I don't mess up this time. There. So I'm going to catch my first one here. I'm going to hold my finger down on my next one so it doesn't pop off on me. Maybe that's the best way to do it. Just when you go onto your next one, just put your finger on top of your next one before you take it off there. Just hold it down so it doesn't pop off on you. Sometimes I get a little brave because I've been doing 2 or 3 at a time, but it could just happen to pop off, and then you miss a couple, and then you're screwed up. There we go.